Hey, I want you guys to join me in prayer about getting these videos into prisons. They now have tablets in the prison, which is amazing to me. They incarcerate people for crazy things and then give them tablets. Anyway, I'm glad they have them because it could get to the place where it cuts down on my traveling and speaking. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or any of those things, you'll know that I post a devotion every day, and it's called Get With It. And I post a meme, a daily meme every day, an encouragement of some kind that is called the Daily Trophy. And then once a week, I do the YouTube video, which is the TimeOut video. I also do a quarterly blog. So anyway, all of that will now be going, hopefully, into prisons. And so I wanted to tell you that, not just because I want you to pray, but the tone of my writing and the tone of these videos might take on a little different sound. Only because when you're talking to an inmate or someone who's lived the kind of life that we have lived, because if you don't know, I have been an inmate many times, it's a different frame of mind. And you can't get through to somebody who's in that circumstance without speaking their language, so to speak. I'm pretty direct and straightforward and say things like I would say them to them anyway. But if something about this video takes on a little bit of a different tone, you'll know why. Because I'm going to be speaking really mainly to the inmates. If that works out, I will definitely let you know. There's just so many things that I feel that God has given me the ability to communicate to people who are in that circumstances about how they feel about themselves, about what's been done to them, about forgiveness, about what freedom really looks like, about addiction, about bad choices, about viewing yourself differently, just on and on, so many things. I also want you to know that they're not any different than you. They have sin just like you do. They have issues just like you do. Maybe your issues didn't get you in jail, but they'll do the same damage to your relationship with God and your relationships in the long run. So it isn't anything that you don't now need to listen to, because we need to recognize that we as a whole are the body of Christ. We as a whole are the church. We as a whole are society. And that's people who are incarcerated, people who are on drugs, people who are sex offenders, people who are overeaters, people who are angry, people who are controlling, people who are power hungry. All of these things are ways to feel better besides God. And we become dependent on them. And we become addicted to them, and they become our gods instead of God being our God. And that's the problem. And so you can apply anything I say to any person in any circumstance, whether you're incarcerated or you're not. Let's begin to view ourselves as a whole society, as a whole body of Christ, as a whole group of believers, so that we can move in a direction that's taking us as a whole to a place of freedom. Anyway, if these videos now sound a little bit different, you'll know why. Please join me in prayer. This would be incredible if this takes place. And I want to make a difference where I can make a difference. That's what a radical difference is about. Thanks, you guys. Talk to you next week. It's important that we have a reason to wake up every day. It's amazing. I've experienced it, and so can you. Take your feelings to Him. He's good. You can do it. It'll make a difference.